Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Now tonight's video, people always ask me and people always want to win more games, but they also want to do it without hiding and by getting kills. And I figured I'd make this video because this gameplay fits it perfectly. I'm going to talk about how you guys can win consistent solo games while also getting 10 plus kills. Because, you know, everyone could hide and get lucky for the Little Yachty 0-kill win. You know, remember when Little Yachty got that first ever win because the guy RPG'd himself or whatever? Everyone can do that. But to get consistently good at the game, you have to win consistently and be able to get quite a bit of kills, and that's what we're going to talk about in this game, how to get 10 plus kills and win solos consistently. Hope you guys will enjoy this. This skin, by the way, I think this skin that I'm using might be the first skin I ever bought. No, the first skin I ever bought might have been the Nog Ops. This one might have been before the Nog Ops, so even. If anyone can name this skin down in the comment section down below, a little bit of a trivia. If you guys know the name of this skin, leave it in the comment section down below. Let's also go for 1,500 likes. Smack that like button. Your guys' support has been absolutely amazing lately. I've been, uploading quite a few tip videos because the game has changed with FORTNITE, with the fact that there's zombies now. You can just basically fly around the map, free gliders everywhere, free jump pads everywhere with the redeploy glider. A lot has changed, and I think this will be a good video to help people out who are struggling with, they want to win consistently, but you also want to get a good amount of kills and get some impressive gameplays. And I think 10 is, I've done in the past how to get 15 plus kills, I've done how to get 20 plus kills, but I think 10 is a more reasonable number for the majority of players to sort of go for and set a goal. So that's what we're going to do. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's talk about it. Now, I always think it is good to set a goal of how many kills you want to get. If you want to go for 10, if you want to go for 15, if you want to go for 5, that is good to keep you grounded, because then you know how aggressive you can play. In a game mode like what they have right now with the glider redeploy, with the zombies as well, but mainly the glider redeploy, you can virtually go aggressive the whole game and just fly onto people, fly onto people, fly onto people, but a lot of times that will end up and you just die in late game because you get sandwiched or third partied or eighth partied or something like that. So you want to make sure that you're playing smart, aggressive, Fortnite, and you're able to get 10 plus kill wins. So the first thing is, if you want to go for 10 plus kill wins solos consistently, you have to land somewhere that I would say is either medium to high action. Now, of course, tilted towers, you're probably going to get your most action, and going tilted towers can be great if you want to get 10 plus kills, because say you get 5 out of tilted, you only have 5 more to go, so you can play a little bit slower. It's more risky early game for tilted, but it's more slow, medium, or end game because you can play it that way. However, another way to do it is if you land either tilted is what I would recommend, or anywhere that's sort of a medium spot. Salty Springs, Retail Row, like I do in this gameplay. Of course, depending on your landing spot, how you're going to play it out is different. So of course, there's 35 people left and I only have 3 kills. I'm going to have to play the late game sort of aggressive to get up to 10 kills. If you go tilted and you get 7 kills out of tilted, you get to play the early game aggressive, the late game a little bit slower. So what I'd say is land somewhere you're comfortable, but don't land Fatal Fields or Junk Junction or anything like that unless those are the first drops right below the bus, obviously, because those would have more people. You need to go somewhere that's decently populated where you'll get a couple of kills to start off the game, because you can sort of control the early game based on where you drop or based on the bus route. Mid game is kind of random if you're going to find enemies or not, and then late game you can choose your aggressiveness as well. So early and late are super duper important. This game I landed retail and did more mid, and late was when I packed up most of the kills, but I would honestly recommend probably going tilted if you want to get this more consistently. Going retail is a little bit harder because you have to hustle a little more in the medium to late game, when if you get more kills early at tilted, and this is of course if the bus is right over tilted. If the bus is right over retail, you can go retail and get 7 kills off the start, so that's basically what I'm saying about landing spots. Now, when you have a goal of how many kills you want to get, you want to structure it into the early game, the mid game, and the late game. So the early game, basically what you want to do is you want to land, you want to get your gun, you want to get your shield, and you want to start fighting immediately. If you're at somewhere like Tilted Towers, I usually farm up like 100 or 200 mats. You kind of want to have mats early game as well, because if you get stuck out in the open without mats pushing someone, or in a build fight, you're just going to lose that fight. A lot of my deaths come from either just running out of mats early game because I get way too aggressive, or from just getting sniped from just not covering my back. Those are or getting third party because I'm too aggressive. Those are probably like my biggest causes of death. So I think that make sure you have at least like 200, 300 mats before you leave that first city and start to make some plays. That's one thing that I would say. Now, as far as right now, when the Fortnite Mirrors event is going on, you guys may be watching this after this event is off or whatever, but because of the glider redeploy, getting 10 plus kills is a lot easier now than it was before, because of the glider redeploy and because of the zombies. Now, how you can use the zombies, and I'll mention them briefly because because I know I want this video to have longevity to it. And of course, once the zombies mode is taken out, or these tips won't apply anymore once, you know, it's back to normal solos. But I do believe the glider redeploy will be staying. But one tip with the zombies is whenever you hear someone fighting zombies, all you have to do is build up super duper high, get some shots on them from a distance with that first shot accuracy, and then fly in on them. And that's how you get easy kills. But because of the glider redeploy and the fact that rotations, everything is so much easier in this game, and also that zombies drop so much damn loot and you can get free shield off them just fighting them, 10 plus kills has never been easier. And that's why you can get 10 plus kills landing places like retail, or, you know, even like something like Pleasant. It's a lot harder though, but you can do it. You just have to push the tempo mid and late game. So right here I have 11 left with 6 kills. I'm sitting pretty, you know, pretty good. In the top 10, you're going to kill quite a few people. Of course, if you're going to win the game, you're going to have to fight the last guy. You're probably going to have to fight at least 2 or 3 more in the top 10. So I'm sitting pretty good on pace for 10 kills. So basically, I'm sort of just chillaxing at this point, and I'm doing my other objective. You should make goals and objectives for yourself. So your objective could be, you know, I need to get more shield right now. I need to get better weapons. I need to go farm the zombies for shield and better loot. I need to go farm materials. That's what my goal was right now. I realized, look, the zone is ending up on a hill. I have 600 mats maybe. Beautiful inventory, but without mats on a hill, it's going to be useless. And then I hear a guy over here shooting at the zombies, or I hear the zombies get riled up. And that is a key giveaway of where people are. Be aware of that. Look at this. I look down here, and this must have been the guy that triggered the zombies, because this is a free kill just because I heard him, and I hit a nice little headshot for 160 there with the heavy. Unfortunately, this guy did not give me many materials, so I continue to farm, and then I push my way up top. But the key to getting these 10 plus kill games, or whatever your goal is, you know, like I said, you can set your goal to 15 plus kills or 20 plus kills. I've done videos like that before, but I think 10 is a good sort of medium range goal. Whenever I go tilted, usually when I win a game out of tilted, it's usually like 10 to 15 kills. Out of retail, it's usually like 6 to 12 maybe, and then other areas it can be like 5 to 7. So it all depends on your landing. That's probably the main thing on how you want to get more kills and play consistently. Now, once it gets up to this point, I'm playing smart. If I had 3k mats, I would probably just rush at this whole fight, but I realized I only have 200 or whatever, 600 mats, which may sound like a lot, but trust me, if you run into a good player can destroy 1,000 mats out of your pocket just like that in an instant if he is smart. And if he's a good builder, right? If he has the mats himself to use to counter your building. So right here is basically a third party to the fight. I get the free shots in, and then you can tell this guy is you can sort of tell when people are decent players. This guy's using pyramids. He's definitely a decent player. I wouldn't say he's, you know, anything fantastic, or I mean, I can really tell. He tries to make his run. I get some shots in on him. Those shots from a distance before you push are major, you know, keys. And also using the zombies here to bait people, you can see can be done quite a little bit. And once again, I just basically, you know, wait for him to come out of the zombies, and I'm able to take that shot. Now there's 3 left with 9 kills, and you can sort of see how this game didn't have any really amazing start or amazing mid games. I just took it traditionally. I took some fights early. I flew at some people when I had my advantages. When I had to farm, I took my time and I farmed. When I had to go for shields, you saw me fighting the zombies early game. I basically make goals and go through them in my mind. My goal right here is finish the game. I'm good on mats. I'm whatever, 999. I mean, 1500 mats, pretty good. I'm good on loot. I'm perfect shield. I'm good on weapons. At this point, it's just stay away from the zombies and, you know, keep height advantage and finish this game off. And once again, I get basically tipped off to where the next player is by the zombies fighting him, and it's another easy kill. The main key in this game, and what I think is so like underrated and people don't talk about enough, is that pre-damage. And whenever you get damage in them or on them from a distance with that first shot accuracy, or maybe aiming it, you know, using L2 to get that aim assist or whatever, like stuff like this. Look, this guy doesn't even have a chance there. Even if he builds there and survives. Let's say he builds and he survives. He's a really quick builder. He was down to like 30, 60 health. I just push him, and it's very, very easy. The key is getting those shots in from a distance, and it's easier than ever now because of the glider redeploy to follow it up, and it's also easier to, you know, just to find people because there's going to be zombies chasing after them, especially late game. The zombie portals are everywhere, and you know, they're spawning all the time. It's basically impossible to avoid them. I'm activating the zombies up here. Obviously, the enemy could hear me up here if I'm activating the zombies, but eventually I get a look on this last guy, and I'm able to, well, try to take him out for the 11th kill, but the zombies end up eating him alive. So that's another thing you have to watch out for when going for high kill games. When people jump off and take, you shoot them and they jump off, you don't get the kill for that. When people, unless you knock down the thing that knocks them. When people RPG themselves, you don't get the kill for that. When people die to zombies, you don't get the kill for that. So a lot of stuff doesn't really count as kills, but you can see how I planned this game out, and it sort of was just a chill game. I wasn't under too much pressure, and I took my gunfight strategically, and I was able to get the 10 kill win. And you can do this consistently. I'm telling you guys, it's all about being able to do this consistently. Of course, it takes practice. It takes, you have to have good aim, good building, and smart decision making. But I think this video and setting goals is the main key. See, that should have been my kill. I mean, I obviously put the pressure, put the damage on him, but I guess the zombies finish him off and I don't get the kill. But making goals, know what you have to do. Is it time to go high aggression for kills and because you have 10 minis in your pocket, or is it time you have 75 health, you need to go and loot every building, or is it time to, you have 100 mats late game? You have to know what you're going to do, and you have to execute it, and that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this video if you guys could. Subscribe if you guys are new. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace, and hopefully these tips will help you guys out to set that goal and get those more consistent high kill wins. Peace out.